think it's a little tiny here to do what I need it to do. Samsung Meteor mic. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. All righty, we're good with that. Yes, yes. Okay. And more live on Workplace by Work. I'm so nervous. Hmm. Hey. Hello, 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 everybody. Good afternoon. I am so excited to be here this morning. Woo! Oh my goodness, this is going to be something else. I am working on creating an online show with Zoom. As many of you have known, I had a radio show, and I just kind of got used to being on at this time of the day. And so right now I'm trying a new podcast radio show combo that will be able to bring you the information that I'll be putting on my podcast in a live format where I'll have the opportunity to answer your questions live if you have any questions. And the show is called Fine, Fit, and Fabulous. That's going to be my call thing. Fabulous. And the focus is to focus on you in relation to you being a whole person, the entire three-dimensional aspect of who you are. Health is my main passion. Health is my main goal. Health is, with any of you know me, is all I ever talk about. But it's not just compartmentalized into one little thing. You are how you think, how you feel, how your environment envelops you, how things affect you, your stress level, right? So in this show, I am going to be bringing on several guests that are going to talk about a myriad of things that relate back to the very center and the very core of your health, your wellness, okay? So now, all too much as a nutrition coach, people come to me and they want to lose weight. That's the big thing. Everybody wants to lose weight. Everybody wants to be in shape. Everybody wants to get off 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds, gain some lean muscle mass. That's understandable. However, what I have found is that most people try to put that into this one little tiny box as if you could just go to your arm and just cut out this little fat right here, and then everything else will be okay. You don't have to change anything else. You don't have to do anything else. You just get rid of that little tiny part. Don't address anything else, and it will be okay. Well, this is part of the problem as to why we cannot, or many of us do not stay on their programs, because they think that losing weight is just an aspect of one tiny thing. But as I've learned is that health and weight loss, more than not, 90% of it has to do with your mental aspect. 90% of it has to do with something deeper than just losing weight. Yeah, people say, I want to lose weight. Okay, why? Because I just want to lose weight. But as a coach, one of the things that I try to help my clients to determine is, why do you want to lose weight? It's never just as simple as just wanting to get some weight off. It all boils down to something far deeper that sometimes we don't think about, which is part of the reason why we don't stay on track, because you don't have it connected to something deeper. Let me give you a little story. Okay, say there is a $20 bill on across on the other side of a building, and somebody put a plank from one building to the other. There's nothing in the middle. There's $20 on the other side, and there is and the plank crosses across there. See if I'm remembering the story correctly. Oh, wait a minute. No. Let me give you the beginning. Okay, so there's $20. It's on the floor. You see it crumpled up. You walk past, you pick it up. Okay, easy, no big deal. Now we put that $20 on top of this building, right? And they say, okay, go get that $20. You're like, no, it's not worth going across that plank to get that $20. No way. That's not enough for me. But say you're a mother or a father, and on the other side of that building, now that is on fire, your child is on that plank. Your child. Now you run across that plank and get your child and come back. Why? It's because your desire or your why was deeper, so much deeper that you were willing to do anything necessary to reach that goal, which was to get your child. That is the critical thing. So whenever you're trying to achieve a particular goal, i.e. weight loss or muscle development or whatever, you have to tie it to a why. You have to tie it to something deeper. And so what I do as an exercise with some of my clients is called, the 5 whys. So someone will come to me and say, hey, I want to lose weight. I say, well, why do you want to lose weight? Well, because I want to feel better, fit my clothes. Okay, well, why do you want to fit into your clothes? Because I want to look better. Well, why do you want to look better? Well, I want to feel sexy. Well, why do you want to feel sexy? Well, I want my husband to be more attracted to me. Ah, there's the reason, right there. The reason isn't that she just wants to lose weight. The reason is she wants a stronger relationship with her husband. She wants her husband to see her as more sexy. So this has to do with their relationship. See what I'm talking about? And so when she connects that why to I want to feel sexier so my husband is more attracted to me, that makes the doing of the task a lot easier. It makes it more relative. It makes it something that you have a stronger need or desire to accomplish. All right. So when you uncover that deeper root feeling or reason as to why it is that you want to lose weight, then you can begin to do the daily tasks and the habits that go into getting to where you want to go. So if you just attach to, people tell me, it's about food, or do I eat a high calorie, a high carb diet, or a low carb diet, or a high fat, or a low fat, or a keto, or whether it's intermittent fasting, none of that has anything to do with you getting to your goal, because those are all external things. Those are things that are outside of you. And those kind of things, they can change at any time. So when they change, if you inside have not changed your motivation or your reasoning for why you want to do it, then you're going to get tripped up all the time. If your desire has nothing to do with something that's deeper inside, you're going to drop off that diet, fall off the wagon every single time. You know, so if you wanted to lose weight because you were going to die, say your doctor said you're going to have diabetes and you're at such a late stage that we may have to amputate in the next 6 months, heck, you're going to decide that I need to do something about this because I want to live, I want to survive. And no matter what the obstacles, you're going to stick to it, right? So that's what's the most important part of it. You have to understand your deeper why. And in addition to that, it's your health and your wellness is about so many other things all around you. Before I go into what wellness really is, I want to just stop for a minute and mention something. This month in September is called Suicide Awareness Month. And suicide is a growing issue, especially in the military community. I'm a veteran of 26 years in the military. I served on active duty and reserve in the National Guard and in the US Guard. So I've been around for a long time. And soldiers often, for whatever reason, decide that they want to take their life. Now, I tried to commit suicide many years ago, and I haven't told a lot of people this, but the reason why I tried to commit suicide was I thought I wasn't good enough. I thought I was a failure. I thought that I wasn't, working hard enough or accomplishing the things that I wanted to accomplish. And it was so hard to keep up with everything that I thought I needed to keep up with, that I felt that, you know what, maybe it would be better if I just wasn't around. If I just wasn't around, nobody would miss me. I wouldn't have to worry about all the tasks that I have. I wouldn't have to worry about being so angry and being so frustrated all the time. I wouldn't have to worry about being triggered by all these different things. I wouldn't be a burden to my family. And it's sad to think about that, but I believe that a lot of people, especially your strong people, the people who you feel have it all together, these are the ones that you need to check on a regular basis, because those people are trying so hard to live up to not necessarily your standard, but their own internal standard of perfection or accomplishment, of continued things. And it gets heavy. It becomes a burden. And when you can't make that goal, you disappoint yourself and you feel like you disappoint your family and your friends. And when you feel like a disappointment, you just want to just kind of hide into a little corner and just die. And then sometimes many of us accomplish that task. I thought about it several times in different ways, and I ended up being in a mental facility for a little while to help take care of that. But on another day, when we talk about mental health, which is part of your wellness, we'll dive a little bit deeper into that with special guest who will talk to us. But for any of you who may be going through something and you need to talk to someone, call the suicide helpline. It's 1-800-273-8255. If you need to talk to someone, just dial that number, 1-800-273-8255. In Suicide Awareness Month, that is the month of September, that is the month of my birth, make sure that you reach out to someone, you ask them the questions, you see how they're doing, and make sure that your battle buddy is okay, right? So let's continue to talk about wellness. So this episode of Fine, Fit, and Fabulous, we're going to be identifying the key focus that's going to bring us through this segment, and that's about wellness. And wellness encompasses everything, right? Now, according to Pfizer, they have on their site that wellness is the act of practicing healthy habits on a daily basis to attain better physical and mental health outcomes. Now, so instead of just surviving, you're thriving. And each one of those has a very specific impact on your physical and on your mental health. I've always said, and I'll continue to say, my goal is to be a sexy senior citizen. I want to get old and be vibrant and, life is exciting and I still have challenges and I still have goals to meet. And the only way I'm going to stop is if the day that I just fall out and they have to put me under. So I want to have a high quality of life. And that's where having wellness, having health comes into play. Now, to understand the significance of wellness, it's important to understand how that's linked to your health, right? So according to the World Health Organization, health is defined as being a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being and not just merely the absence of being sick or the absence of being infirm or the absence of some deadly disease, but it's that total complete package that creates that feeling of life is good, regardless of what's happening outside of you. You can still have that feeling of wellness. And there are 7 dimensions of wellness, and we're going to be addressing these as we go through this program. There's a physical, emotional, intellectual, social, spiritual, environmental, and occupational dimensions of wellness. And all of those mix in together with how you exercise, your nutrition, your sleep, your mindfulness, all those play a part in being well, being healthy, being fit, feeling good, having energy, getting out there and getting your thing on, getting your groove on, like Stella said, right? And so those are the things that we're going to be talking about on this show, Fine, Fit, and Fabulous. And I want you to come and tune in every Wednesday at 11:30. Now, it's not going to be a very long show. I know many of you are busy. You're at your lunchtime and you might be able to catch us on the replay or catch it on the podcast. But I want you to make sure that you catch it on a regular basis. Next week on the show, I'm going to have a special guest for you, and her name is Victoria Barksdale. She's the owner of Texas Tonics. And Texas Tonics is a retailer that sells CBD natural health products. Now, I am very skeptical about new things and things that claim to do so many different things, right? Take care of pain, heal your hip, cure cancer, get rid of pimples, whatever the case is, something that's just a plethora of everything. However, I tried the Texas Tonic Triple Relief on my joints. Stephen and I both tried it because we have some aching joints. And we thought, okay, whatever, we'll just, try to see how it goes. And we put it on our knees, our shoulders, on my neck, everywhere that I have a joint that's been replaced and that sometimes aches me. And within 5 minutes, I swear to you guys, the pain went away. Yes, it's absorbed topically through the skin and it eases the pain. Now, it doesn't get rid of the inflammation, which is the primary reason why we have a lot of pain in our joints, but that can be addressed through nutrition. But this can help you to ease that pain for that time being. And then when it wears off, you can rub it on again. Your knee is not going to get all wonky and feel like Snoop Dogg or anything like that, but you're going to have some relief from the pain. So next week at 11:30 Central Standard Time, come back and listen, and I will have Victoria from Texas Tonics, and she's going to explain to you guys about why they started the shop, what type of products they have, what things you might want to try to help you with your particular concerns, and you can get an opportunity to try it out for yourself and see how it works. And then come back and let me know, because I really would like to hear other anecdotal opinions about whether it worked. Now, so this is the end of our first show, the first episode of Fine, Fitness, and Fabulous. If you missed this one, you can listen again or catch it on the podcast. And if you have any questions, you can reach me at delcina@fitforlifeptllc.com, or you can check out my website, which is dwestcoaching.com. Now use the HTTPS, okay, not www. HTTPS:// dwestcoaching.com. And you can get a list of everything that I'm involved in right now: podcast, radio show, public speaking, personal training, personal coaching, I can't stay quiet. So if you need me, that's where you can find me. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you have enjoyed this, and I look forward to bringing you our guest next week. Don't miss out, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Take care. Love you. Bye-bye.